Just a quick one today, people. So I don't know whether you've heard, there was a definitely not terrorist attack in a place that I used to live nearby, in Aldershot Military Base, a historic and famous military base in Britain, in England. So the story goes like this. Muslim drives car through barricades, drives all the way up the central road right to the main campus building inside the army camp, comes out the car holding a machete, shouts something to the guards who he was attacking. Might be Allahu Akbar, we're not told what it is. It probably was Allahu Akbar that he shouted, we're not told. So he runs up to attack these guards with this machete, and we find out he's arrested and dragged away and released later. So he's not charged with breaking and entering, he's not charged with attacking any army bases, he's not charged with racial or anti-faith crimes by shouting Allahu Akbar, he's not charged with assault, assaulting someone with a machete. He's not charged with anything. He gets a caution, which is not a criminal penalty, and the caution he gets is carrying a bladed article in public. Carrying a bladed article in a public place, which is like nothing. Like if I go out of my house holding a big pair of scissors and I go like that, I can get a caution for that. It's not a criminal penalty, it's a social penalty. There's no punishment for it. That is what this guy's going to get. That's what he has got. He's already been released, presumably. So my point is this. How suspicious do these guys need to be? How stupid do the government and the BBC think we are? Carrying a bladed article in a public place. Correct me if I'm mistaken, but the inside of a military base outside the main campus building, 400 yards down the road from an entrance that you had to drive your car through to access, is not a public place, is it? It is a private military grounds. I can't go in there. I need an ID card to go in there. If the guards don't recognise me, they won't let me in. But this guy, he can drive straight through in his car, unopposed. Nobody shoots at him, nobody tries to stop him. He can drive right up to the middle building, get out his car and start waving a machete, shouting Allahu Akbar. No punishment. No one accosted him. Not a single soldier bothered to respond, apart from the guy that actually took the weapon off him. And we're not allowed to know who that guy is. Probably getting disciplined right now for being a racist. My point is this. The longer we let this go on, the worse it's going to get. The government are pussy shits, they're not going to do anything. The police are pathetic and, quite frankly, worthless. They're not going to do anything. Useless, worthless pigs, they're not going to do anything. This has to come from us. If you are British, English especially, you need to take responsibility for this because it is your country. It's not Keir Starmer's country. Even though he's meant to be the Prime Minister, he clearly doesn't care about England. It's not his country. He might as well be a complete stranger. He might as well be an immigrant jihadi. He controls the police and the media. They don't give a shit. It's not their country either. It is our country. We live here. So it needs to be us that provides a solution to this, because they're not going to do it. So if we keep expecting them to do something, then we're going to keep being disappointed. But we can do something. Us. And that's what we should do. So what can we do? Well, for a start, we can start making some noise about this, and we can start supporting the guys who regularly make noise about this. We can start sharing it to our friends, talking about it with our neighbours. We can start putting posts out on our social media. We can start wearing slogans on our t-shirts. We can put stickers on the bumpers of our cars. There's 1,000,001 things we could be doing. But alas, most people think, oh, I'm too scared. Oh, I don't want my free speech taken away, so I won't use it. It's not free speech then, is it? Is my point. So get on your social media, make some fucking noise about this, tell everyone you know about this, and tell them, although the BBC are telling you it's definitely not suspicious, it's definitely not terrorism, it's definitely not a racist cultist attacking a British interest, this is 100% Islamic terrorism, and it 100% is being covered up by the Labour government led by Keir Starmer and his communist goons, Sadiq Khan and whoever the commissioner of the police is at the moment. I don't even know who it is at the moment. These guys are corrupt, communist traitors, and we need to be the ones who let people know this. So in conclusion, get on your social medias, get on your YouTube, your Twitters, your Facebooks, make as much noise as possible, and to hell with the consequences. As long as you do it right, your post will stay up. There's no criminality in free speech at the moment. But if we don't use it, it will disappear. Like our democracy, if we ignore it, if we don't use those powers, they will disappear. That's exactly what's happened here. Disinterest from the voters has led to apathy towards democracy. Now people think it doesn't work, but they don't realise you have to pick it up and use it. That's the reason it isn't working. It's not because it can't work, it's because people don't use it. And the result is this. Terrorism being covered up by Keir Starmer's government and the police for the sake of social cohesion to protect the interests of fucking jihadis. These guys want to kill us. They don't even hide it. Never trust Islam. Never trust the Labour government. Don't expect either of those parties to do you and I a favour, and if you care about your country, if you are British, English, and not a weakling or a coward, then you need to stand up for your country and your family and yourself. And we, not them, we need to make sure this is number one on every single political agenda until this problem is solved. Otherwise what? We're going to end up with our own Gaza in London. It's not too far away. But we can stop it if we act now, and we act decisively, and we are committed to returning this country to us. We are the rightful owners. We are the British. This is Britain. And we should fear no one while we are in our own country. Don't forget that. So that's the end of this video. Hope you learned something and you enjoyed that. God bless you all. Get on your social media now and tell someone, and I'll see you lovely people in the next one. I mean it. Get on your social media now and make a post. It doesn't matter if it stays on 0 views and 0 likes for the rest of time. The point is, we all need to start doing these things regularly and committing to returning this country to our own possession. God bless you all, and I'll see you next time.